Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan King Garcia. It looks like it's happening. Not in January, but April of 2023, which is still a while from now. But still, I'm happy to hear news that this fight is pretty much a done deal. Both fighters have announced on their social media that they will be fighting each other. Showtime, the Zone, props to them for making things work to make this fight possible. Um, yeah, I gotta give props to the Zone and Showtime not letting their egos and their greed, prevent this fight from happening. Because if you guys didn't know, this fight was pretty much a done deal, but it was up to the networks to work something out. Tank is with exclusively with Showtime. Ryan Garcia is exclusively with the Zone, and they were able to work something out. So props to them. Gervonta is still fighting in January though. If you follow him on social media, on Instagram, he posted this up. Obviously, it's a fan made poster of him versus Ryan Garcia. And he said, and I quote, he said, "I'll be back in the ring January 7. Stay tuned for more details. After that, it's me and Ryan. Done deal. Tell them, get the Brinks truck ready. Mother effer. Hashtag the one." I apologize if I'm reading that wrong. But yeah, he's fighting in January here in DC. If you guys don't know, I live in the DMV area. When I say DMV, I don't mean the Department of Motor Vehicles. I mean the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Tank's from Baltimore, the great state of Maryland. In the great state of Maryland, he'll be fighting in DC, most likely, if I have to guess, at the Capital One Arena. And I'm hearing rumors that it's gonna be. I predicted Gary Antoine Russell, the bigger Russell, but I'm hearing rumors that it might be against Gary Russell Jr. I think that's weak, man. I think it has to be the other Russell. It has to be Gary Antoine Russell, who fights at 140. I think that's the Russell he needs to fight, not Gary Russell Jr. As much as I'd like to see, Gary Russell Jr. In a big fight, Gary's coming off a loss. If he won that fight against Magsayo, then yeah, I probably would be excited for it. But I'm more excited to see. I would be more excited to see Davis versus Antoine Russell. But now that this fight is pretty much made, a fight between Tank and Gary Russell Jr., in my opinion, would be an easier fight. So chances are it might be Gary Russell Jr. Maybe. But anyway, Ryan Garcia, if you follow him on social media, on Twitter, he tweeted out a bunch of things talking about this fight. Another fan made poster of him and Tank. He said, and I quote, it reads, "I'm so pumped this fight is finally in place. I want it more than anything right now. I've put in the work. I'm at the prime of my career, and I know I'm going to be the biggest boxer in the world. The legacy starts today." So he posted it up, and he posted a bunch of other things about how, and I quote, he said that boxing needs this fight right now. It's time for us to get back to what made the sport so great for the fans. Glamorous fights in places like Las Vegas, grudge match storylines, and most importantly, the best fighting the best. And then he went on to say, "I love connecting with you, young fans, and you know that I can bring the new generation into the most beautiful boxing, the most beautiful sport in the world. It's time to get to work and show everyone what boxing is all about." So I like it, man. It's a fight that I'm excited for. I think all of us wants to see this fight. I can't think of anything bad to say about it. It needs to happen, and I'm just really happy that the Zone and Showtime actually did something together to work this out. Now the details exactly of how things will work, who knows? Honestly, I don't know how. I don't know what the details are. I don't know if it's going to be a joint pay-per-view. Chances are it's obviously them working together to show this fight. So we'll see eventually. I guess let's wait first until Tank fights whoever he ends up fighting in January. Then I think more details will pop up. And I think there's also talks of Ryan Garcia too having a tune-up fight or having a fight early next year before April. So we'll see. We will see. Steven Espinosa, who is the the top of Showtime Sports, he tweeted this out. He said, "Done deal. It's on. All credit to Tank and Ryan. lots of obstacles along the way, but they both stayed the course to give the fans the fight they want. That is true. Again, props to Steven Espinosa and Showtime for working with, people like Joe Markowski, who is with the Zone North America, the Zone. He also said something about this, and I quote: He said, "As we've always said, the Zone will look to broadcast the biggest fights in boxing. We've worked tirelessly with our friends at Golden Boy, Showtime, and Team Davis on ideal structure that suits all parties for Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia." And then he went on to say, everyone at the Zone is thrilled that an agreement in principle has been reached between the parties. That agreement is subject to contract, which are yet to be exchanged. So, again, nothing has been. I mean, it's looking positive. Look, it's everything's looking positive, which is good. I guess they're just gonna wait till after Javante is done fighting on January 7, and I guess when Ryan Garcia, if and when Ryan Garcia decides to do a tune-up fight. Um, Look, I'm just happy that there's news that it's happening, um, and I'm just excited to see how 2023 will look. And hopefully both fighters stay healthy. Hopefully Tank doesn't get too seriously hurt wherever he ends up fighting in January. Um, and I'm looking forward to seeing these two duke it out in April. And I'll keep you guys updated on it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Hopefully it doesn't get postponed. The sooner the better. And yeah, I know, and it's gonna be a catch weight at 136, by the way. Uh, so so the fight will be at 136 pounds. But we'll wait and see after January 7, I guess, which is coming up pretty soon, by the way. So we don't have to wait too long for Gervonta Davis' next fight. Um, but yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.